Woo! All right. I believe we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Rune Sunday stream. Today is February 6th, and we got AlexD joining us today. Alex, what's up?
Hey,
Hey.
Alex.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, for those of you unfamiliar, Alex is going to be, well, I guess he is, I think, our primary developer for Sanctuary. So he's here to, talk to us a little bit about Sanctuary. And yeah, so outside of Sanctuary, we also had the new reward system that came in today. I think everybody was waiting patiently, I guess, quote unquote, patiently for the new rewards to get sent out. And oh yeah, we also have the haiku winners today. We're going to be picking the winners. Each of us have picked 3 of our favorite, and whichever entrant, whichever one gets the most votes, that's going to be the winner. And we also have some prizes for the runner-ups for those of us that picked similar ones, but maybe they didn't get the most votes. But yeah, let's start off. Matt, if you want to talk a little bit about the new reward system, tell us how that worked out. Everything's working.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you to everyone for your patience. I know it's been quite a while coming. I wanted to explain a little bit about the reason as to why that actually is. So hopefully you all know by now that Rune is in this for the long term, right? We're not planning on going anywhere. So rather than just cobbling something together that works now but isn't going to work in the future, we wanted to lay a foundation down for current games and all of the future games to come. So we built a robust system that's going to work across Evolution, that's going to work across Infinite, and then can be extended into Sanctuary as well. So in everything that we're doing, we're sort of laying the foundations for the overall ecosystem and the time to come. So again, thank you for your patience in sort of waiting for this to be ready. So you're able to claim now. There have been a couple of issues, and I know that a few of you have been reporting that in the Rune reports channel. I've seen that those reports are going to be looked at, and any of those that are sort of outstanding or have got stuck will be fixed in the next couple of days. But I think so far there's been sort of 50 plus claims, so the system's working pretty well. And the good thing about that is this isn't just a one-off thing. You'll be able to go back in and claim whenever you feel like it, whenever you've accumulated enough of those rewards, you'll be able to pop back in and then sort of claim any outstanding rewards from here on out, and that system will be running longer term. So at the moment, you can only claim your Rune rewards, but we're looking at very quickly following that up with extending that to claim your mysterious runes, your Santa hats, which I know everyone's really excited about, even though we don't quite know what they're going to do just yet, and your trinkets as well. So we'll let you know when that's ready, but we imagine that that's going to be done pretty soon now that the foundations that we've worked on are all in place. And then following that up with some other new things to come. So this system doesn't just support the paying out of rewards, it also is the foundation for other things like disenchanting and transmuting, which I know that people have been waiting for quite a while as well, and I'm really excited for that as well. So they should be following along pretty quickly too. So Panda, I don't know whether or not you wanted to go through and sort of show the guys on the stream how to do a claim right now, or whether or not you wanted to leave that until after Alex has done his thing. It's entirely up to you, whatever you think's best.
No, sure. I can go ahead and do that right now. And just to clarify, so anybody can claim at any time. There's no time restrictions or anything like that, right?
So there's a kind of hour. It's not a lockout. It's kind of like, it's just a pause. So if you have claimed once, you can't claim again for the next hour. That's just for technical reasons. But apart from those restrictions of an hour, you can go back, several times a day if you're that good at Evo that you've collected that many rewards, or you can come back once a week or once a month or whenever works for you. The one thing I'd just point out is that obviously because it's all done on the blockchain, there is a gas fee that you have to pay. It works out at something like, if you're claiming 13 runes or separate rune rewards, you end up paying something like $1.10 or something like that. So I'd just say be mindful of the amount of rewards that you gained and make sure that it's kind of worth it in gas costs, because otherwise it's possible to claim less in rewards than what you've paid in gas. So just keep an eye on the sort of totals that you'll see when you go onto the Evo screen and make sure that it's worth it for you to claim before you hit the claim button. But apart from that, you can just claim it, like you said, whenever you want. Once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever works.
All right. So whenever
your screen decides to
yeah,
show
whenever
up.
my screen decides to capture correctly, I think it is working right now. Let me go ahead and
Did like the sanctuary
claim the
background though?
rewards. Yeah, so the new the wallpapers, the backgrounds I'm using today, it's all from Alex. It's all gonna be I think part of the, I guess, screenshots. Is it screenshots or is it art from the sanctuary?
Those are actual screenshots from Unity, from the actual level.
Gotcha. Well, let's go ahead and claim the rewards. It's pretty simple. All you do is press claim, sign it, and is that it,
So
Disco?
we
Just
can't.
2 buttons?
So we can't actually see your MetaMask, but presumably
Yeah.
MetaMask pops up there, and you hit sign on it, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we
It's
couldn't
actually
see
sharing
that in
the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys didn't see MetaMask, but yeah, seems like that's it, right? Just click claim rewards, sign it, and I didn't actually see anything for gas fees. So how does that work?
So what should happen is that claim rewards button then changes to say finalize, and yours is probably one of the 5% that's getting stuck, unfortunately. Yeah. So this is what happens when you try and show these things live. So unlucky Panda has striked once again.
We knew it was going to happen.
With a 5% chance, has fit into that kind of box, the ones that aren't claimable. But once Binzi's had some sleep, because Binzi's been on a 24-hour coding spree to get the system done, we'll look at those stuck ones and they'll be claimable. But the good news is it's all stored, so nothing's lost. And when that sort of fixes in, you'll be able to come back and claim. I don't know whether or not you want to do another recording. I know you're off somewhere else, but if you want to do another recording to put onto YouTube to show that happening so that people can see, then that would be awesome. If not, we can one of us can do it just to show the full process. But what you've done is you clicked your claim rewards, you signed the thing, it goes off and thinks about it. That can take up to 60 seconds, and that was why the button was great. If you weren't unlucky, then that would then change to say finalize. You'd hit the finalize button, sign another thing, and then the transaction would then submit to the blockchain. So the reason that there's all of those signatures is just to make sure it's definitely you claiming and you're not claiming on behalf of someone else or trying to steal someone else's rewards. So we thought about security all the way through this. So it's a secure system. And that's the reason why there's a couple of signatures involved. So yeah, unfortunately we couldn't show it, but as I said, we've sort of had 55 claims so far. So they are going through, and we'll get solving those sort of 5% of stuck claims as soon as we can.
So what happens if I
As you
click
said, you're
claim reward
expecting,
again?
You're expecting to see 2 signatures and then a gas fee transaction to
Correct.
confirm.
Yeah. And that the transaction depends entirely on how many runes you're claiming. So, for each additional rune that you claim, it adds on a small amount, but I think it's only something like $1.20, or if you're claiming upwards of like 10, 11 runes or something like that. So it's not huge, but check that against your rewards to make sure that you're not paying more in gas than you're claiming.
So what happens if you click claim again? Is it gonna try again, or should I not go ahead and do that?
So what will happen now is, because it's sort of started processing the claim, it will pop you up a message that will say you've already claimed once in the past hour. That's that sort of hour lockout period we were talking about previously.
Gotcha.
But what Binzi's going to do is going to put like a retry button on there. Either that, or sort of make it so that it automatically retries, so that it will change to that finalize, which is what most people have been seeing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I think it just proves the I mean, next week I think this is when we're going to be crafting the mythics. When you're away, and I think either Maiev or someone else is going to do the honors of doing the crafting. That'll be the week that everything happens, I think.
Okay. Actually, I can go ahead and switch to my personal MetaMask, and I'll go ahead and do window capture this time. So you guys should be able to see, monitor capture. So you guys should be able to see the entire process. Give me 1 second, make sure this is working, and yeah, let's see if I can get it working on my other account. Am I that unlucky that I'm gonna hit a 5% 2 times?
Probably.
What do you guys think? Let's see.
The train is locked on stream.
Yeah, this is. Let's see what happens. I got Santa tickets here. This is my personal account. Let me do claim rewards. You should see MetaMask pop up this time. Sign it. And
so just to be clear, you wouldn't expect to claim the Santa tickets just yet. That's going to be in the next revision that we're doing. I really have my fingers crossed for you this time.
It looks like nothing happened. So
Wow.
well,
the luck on you is just
okay. Well,
Wow.
that never
Panda.
happened. I promise you guys, this isn't scripted. This isn't completely unscripted. My words, my name is no like Panda for a reason, I guess. But,
one of these times, I'm just gonna expect your seed phrase to show up on.
Oh my god!
on
Don't do
window
that to me,
capture for
Eki.
some
Come on!
reason.
Don't do that
Oh,
to me,
cool,
Eki.
yeah.
There's a reason why I don't use window cap. I mean, I don't use display capture.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I tried my best, guys.
But if your luck is as bad as Panda's, and you're also seeing the same thing where it just changes to a claim button again, and you don't see the finalize button, then either go to Rune Reports on Telegram, and I'm sure someone will be kind enough to put the link in, either that or on the support channel on Discord, and let us know what's happening, and we'll get to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, we will definitely take care of you. Okay. Well, with that out of the way, our man of the hour, AlexD. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for Rune, what you did before Rune, what games you play, everything about that.
Hey everyone, really happy to be here. I'll start with how I actually encountered this platform and how this entire journey started for me. So as everyone else a few years ago, I decided let's try my luck in crypto, let's invest. Of course, I've lost like 60% of the investment. Buy high, sell low, the same deal as everyone else that got into crypto. I started studying it, and last year, around the beginning of the year, I actually got really into crypto, and I've set myself. I said to myself, it's time to actually learn it and see how do you actually navigate the markets. I'm not going to go into that, but eventually I arrived at DeFi, yield farming, and all sorts of this high promises for quick gains, or at least for continuous growth for a portfolio. So eventually I ran into the rug doctor, even if it was a little bit more underground when I found it. And on a really, really, really big list of DeFi plays and BSC projects, I actually saw Rune Metaverse there. Rune, it wasn't the Metaverse yet. And the actual lead dev had some really cool words to attribute to the project, to the contracts. So 90% of the stuff on that list was it's copied from Goose. Some projects were copying another project and whatever. But for this one, it was something like they have a lot of contracts written, and there's a lot of stuff in there. I really like it, but I cannot say anything about the security because we have to do a really big dive onto it. It's way more complex. I was like, all right, finally something that pops up, something that's interesting. And once I've landed on the website, I was immediately hooked because I could immediately, from the first site, I could see that whoever developed this was a hardcore Diablo fan, or the inspiration comes from Diablo. It wasn't, I did not see a copy paste theme over there, but I could see the font and the overall design and the feel of it. And I was like, wait, is this a platform that does yield farming in a new and innovative way, and also has design and inspiration from Diablo 2? And I was like immediately hooked. I went into all the documentation, all the chats, I absorbed all the information that I could, and eventually decided that, hey, I really believe in this project. I want to invest in it. I started investing in the project. And then I thought to myself, what are the weak points? At that time, the weak points, I mean, now all of those weak points were addressed and were far away from those, but I contacted Benzi saying, hey, I can help with this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I don't know what my journey here will be, but I definitely want to be a part of the team and do some discussions. Long story short, I've talked a lot with Benzi about the MMO side of the project. So we have all these phases of the Rune Metaverse and all of this smaller project, but the final goal is Sanctuary. And of course, I was really curious and kept pulling on Binzi's tongue. Hey, how is it going to be? What's your inspiration? What are the goals? How is it going to work? All those millions of details. But I actually was not thinking that I'm going to work on it. I was just really involved. And slowly but surely, I started building stuff. Firstly, I've built the health zone for Evolution, because we want to expand that game and we want to make it more interesting, give it a few more layers of interactivity and complexity. So I've built that. That was well received, and after a couple more discussions, let's try building something for Sanctuary. And I guess this would be a good moment to show everyone else like a teaser of what we have built so far, or at least the things that we want to share for that level.
Yeah, sure. Let's go to that. But after that, I do want to get back to you because I have some more questions about,
Yeah, of course.
what do you guys... I saw Maiev did say that you guys had a heated conversation about infinite skills. I want to hear all about that afterwards. But without further ado, here we go. Our first look at Sanctuary. Wow, what fitting. What a fitting audio.
Sorry, my alarm just.
I thought it was planned. I thought that was a sound effect.
It is 7 a.m. in the morning here, so.
So while this passes through, I'll comment a few things. So first of all, this is not the final camera movement. So the camera movement was animated in such a way that it gives you the vibe of the level. It gives you an overall presentation of the 3D assets put into Unity, updated and interconnected there. So of course the camera will be fixed. You're gonna have a character moving around. We'll have a preview for that as well, thanks to Livio. That was a really good surprise for us today. But yeah, the purpose of this video is to give you a sneak peek into what we want to build, somehow the feel of it, and the general art style. Right, we really want to nail that down.
Yeah, I mean the graphics, they honestly look really good. Much better than Pokemon Arceus, right? Like
As I told a friend of mine, I mean it's 2020 now, we want to do a crypto game. It's going to take a while until we're going to be big, when we are going to be big, and you can't have 2000s graphics in there. I mean, we can't expect us to be the leading game in terms of graphics, but we should be contemporary. I mean, we should have things in there that are well thought of and that look, at least from time to time, you should be like, hey, that looks cool, right?
yeah, it looks really great. And here we do have a gameplay preview from Livio, one of our developers from Infinite that I believe is now working on Sanctuary as well.
Yeah, so Livio was assigned on Sanctuary, who was briefed, and we had our calls together. So what he did here was he took some of the assets I prepared, made them game ready, interactable, so the character doesn't fall infinitely into this galaxy, and make it a clickable prototype. Just to show you guys, like, it's different when the camera's fixed on the character. As you see it here, it has a different vibe. So this is the gameplay preview, and what was shown previously was more of an art style preview, how it looks, how the effects are, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, go ahead.
So now we're presenting the art style. We're showing that we're working on the clickable prototypes, like the actual game, where you interact with the NPCs, you open dialogues, we're recording them, we're thinking about them, and yeah, so that's ongoing. And what's final is we have the structure and the overall art for Sanctuary End of Time level. So in this area, we can think of it as sort of a town where everybody gathers. So it's a non-fighting area. We're not gonna see any mobs, particularly in this level. It's more for interacting and getting used to controls and stuff like that. And this is the place where you can teleport yourself into other areas. So we're gonna have several portals here. And one thing that I should mention, now that we're at the second pass through, you saw that area where there's more intensive particles going and stuff floating around. That's the area where the cube was shattered into pieces. And that's why this level does not make sense from a physical perspective. So it's on the ground, but it's not on the ground. It's floating, but some platforms have structures, some don't. A part of it is broken, a part of it is intact. So everything's upside down. That's because all the physics rules were broken once the cube was broken. So this is just the only place in the world where we are in a limbo state, and we know that the end of everything, all the parallel worlds and everything, is near because of this event. And this is the place from where you want to teleport yourself back into the past to fix whatever people did to get to this point. So it's a mystical world where things don't make sense, or the things that make sense should be discovered by the player. And that's why we have this galaxy behind and all these mystical elements. And we're gonna have a lot more special effects in there, particles. We're building towards that. But as soon as we had the basic structure, the arrangement, the pathways, and the NPCs, we decided, hey, maybe it's time to give a sneak preview of what we've built so far.
Okay, so let me go back to the gameplay portion of this. Watching the gameplay, this actually reminds me of Ark. Have you heard of Ark? Lost Ark?
Lost Ark. Yeah,
Lost
I've
Ark.
seen some gameplays, but I haven't played it myself.
Yeah, so from what I'm getting from this this little preview, I'm guessing the movement is with the mouse and the camera is going to be like fixed.
Yes. So
Right.
the elements that are gonna be somewhat set in stone, at least tentative, what we want to see in there is a fixed camera at a distance that's focused on PvP. You have like a sweet spot in PvP where you can understand where the other player is, but you also need to be zoomed in enough in order to see what the other character is doing, because when you identify the other player's skills, you have some sort of cast or some movement. You need to be close enough to see those. So we're gonna be quite closer than what Livio did there in terms of camera movement. And then how fixed it is, it's gonna depend a lot on the levels, on the capabilities, the technical limitations, all those details. But if you want, I can dive into like the inspiration for Sanctuary. Not this one. This one, of course, there are other references to Sanctuary in other games. We took inspiration from that as well, of course. But a lot of the inspiration comes from the lore. So this is not the first draft of the level. There were actually 3 different drafts that look quite different from this one. And initially, I had an idea for Sanctuary, then discussed with Binzi, redid it, and then eventually we arrived at the conclusion, hey, we need a team meeting to talk to everybody about the lore. Let's talk about the story first. And once I got really accustomed to the story, and once I dove deep into that, this came out, and this was a much better product that everybody liked. So moving forward, the story that is already written for Rune will be heavily taken into account. So major elements should be present in design. Movement, battle, pathway finding, and stuff like that is going to be Diablo, Chrono Trigger, and Divine Divinity. I mean, what I hope and what we aim to do is take the best things from the best RPGs, make sure that we include those in, the game, and then put some of our sauce on top of it. Everybody in the team, like the core team members that are working on Sanctuary or will work on Sanctuary, everybody's a hardcore RPG player. Either it's an MMO or like Diablo style, it doesn't really matter. They're all the same thing in terms of development. But yeah, we want to make a really, really fun game with an emphasis on PvP, because that's an area where most RPGs fail, in my opinion.
Okay, cool. So let me just interrupt you just a second. Let's go back and talk a little bit about the lore of Alex. So Alex, so when exactly did you get into Rune?
I think it was 4 months ago, something like that. The process of being onboarded into Rune was actually slow, because I've started interacting with the community. I've did some things here and there as a volunteer, proposed different stuff, met the team, and then eventually, slowly, I got more things to do. So there were more relevant tasks for me. And then last year, at early December, or let's say November, I actually I decided, hey, I want to switch jobs. I want to work for Rune full time. I really believe in the project, and I feel like what I've understood so far from the metaverse and the idea, I can find my place here and I can contribute and make this thing work. And here I am right now, trying to make it work.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like we actually maybe came, we found Rune at almost the same time then. I thought you were here.
It was really similar. I was really similar, for sure.
Yeah, I thought you've been here for like a lot longer than me, but you know.
I went through all the chats and read everything, so I got myself familiarized with all the stories and all the team members before.
Yeah, I recall having Alex here. I think it was around May, right? I think it was during that time.
Okay, May.
First met Alex.
May is like 8 months ago. That's a little bit off.
Yeah, I guess I have a problem with the pandemic and time, so time just diluted in the pandemic. I have no reference of time, so
if I recall it right, it was somewhere in May, because we still have like a rune game design chat in Telegram, wherein we have different ideas, us throwing some ideal rune words or potential unique items that was
oh my god, that's so
entered
far
on
away.
the wiki.
So I think the 4 months goes into when I actually started doing relevant stuff, but when we met, I guess it was a longer time ago.
You were here before Evo. I recall you were proposing some. You were proposing stuffs like changing the design of runes, since they're actually the only thing left.
I actually worked on the design of runes. So when I proposed it, I actually provided like the alternative design.
Yeah, I recall you sending like 70 pictures, and then Bincy made a poll out of it, right? And choose which one.
I proposed, I don't know, like 60 designs, and then we picked from that, and that was the basis for another designer that actually did the final job, finished it.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, I guess you are not my age. You're probably double my age, at least in terms of rune years, right? Okay. Yeah. Do you guys want to go into your little argument about Infinite? I want to hear what that's about.
It's really not an argument, but more like a heated discussion, because we wanted several stuffs or several skills or different ideas coming in. We actually created some spreadsheets on what we wanted.
So what did you want, Maiev? What did you want?
Well, in Infinite, because the initial idea of Infinite, I think the game that Bincy told us was Battle, right? Wherein everything was going to be skill shot. And I think I was playing Dead Cells way back. So I was actually suggesting to Bincy that you should add skills, like wherein you need to use a shield, and if you time it right, you'd be able to deflect some spells. If you don't, you'd take damage, or you'd take if you didn't time it right and you just raise up your shield, you'd take some damage, but not that much. Those sorts of ideas. What kind of movement skills there would be, such as the flame dash, the blinks, or minor teleports, stuff like that. It's fun. I've always dreamed of joining a team wherein it'll be able to create an awesome game, and I found the place. Really
Okay,
lucky.
cool. So, I mean, Alex, so what was your point of view in the discussion?
It's really difficult to talk about skills and balancing. So I have a lot of faith in what was done so far, and I've seen what's going on in the backend for Infinite, and I've played indie games in this style, in this art style, and with the movements that we want to have here and the feeling. So I've played them in the past. I've played them again to prepare myself for Infinite, at least in terms of mindset. And at the same time, I've seen what was developed so far in terms of skills, how they work, how they interact, what we want to do with them, and I'm super hyped about it. I want to hear a lot of ideas. I want to hear about all the arguments pro and against, because we can then do some balancing, at least in our heads. And we're more prepared when we develop stuff. We're more prepared to adjust things on the fly, develop it, put it in there, invite people over, cube the people who purchase the founders cube. They try it out, they tell us what they think, and then we adjust it again. So I'm in both sides. I'm on the winning side. Whoever wins more games with their ideas, I'm on their in their camp.
And it seems like Leeview said that he ended up winning the argument. I'm not sure what he said, but I guess when Leeview talks, you can't argue with that. Okay, I think that's enough for the Alex lore. Let's talk a little bit more about Sanctuary. So I did mention that it looks really similar to Ark. I know Ark is a game that I think Eki, you said you sounded like you were familiar with that.
I mean, I've seen previews for it. I think it's either just now coming out, or was recently out, or is coming out soon.
Are you actually referring to Lost Ark?
Lost Ark, yeah. It's a game that...
Yeah, it's also one of the inspiration rune. Was mentioned by Vinci before. He wanted a game something like in between Diablo 4 or Lost Ark, but also have different inspirations such as Chrono Trigger and
Last Epoch. So Last Epoch is an RPG, not multiplayer. It's a single player story, created in Unity. Personally, I only have I've played it. I've looked at the development. I'm researched it a little bit, and I only have kind words to say about the developers. And I think they did an amazing job there. So we don't want to copy that at all. We want to do our own story, our own style. But I really, really appreciate what the guys did there, and I think it's an amazing game.
Yeah, it's not about copying, right? We just take what's good from different games and put it all together.
What's the fun in that? It's so easy right now to copy and steal it. Where's the fun in that? We're here for the long run. So I was hired for the long run. What we are building now will be released in years. 1+. at least 1+. So we want to build something really, really cool, hype people up into the skies with really cool stuff. And by releasing previews, you cannot release something that was already seen, right? That was a big emphasis on designing Sanctuary. There's a lot of stuff in there that does not fit an RPG in terms of how I chose elements, how I combined them and stuff like that. But from the beginning, I said we need to be a little bit different. We need to break a few rules at least and make it look really cool. And then you start fighting. Things get simpler when you fight at the beginning, and then things get complicated, and by the end of the game, when you've reached the final phases of the game, it should be freaking chaos everywhere. And that's how I like my RPG.
Is that going to be reflected in the PvP? I'm kind of interested in how like PvP is going to work. Is it going to be like open world, or is it going to be like specific areas where PvP happens, like the wilderness and RuneScape, or is it going to be only PvP in like mini games, or how's that going to work?
So nothing is set in stone, right? We're talking about ideal stuff right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Strictly from my perspective, I think that true PvP should be done in an arena, because you need to get yourself familiarized with the environment. So I've played PvPs that you had really wide open areas. You need your skills to be auto-targeted, right? They need to target themselves. You cannot have really that many skill shots when you don't know your surroundings, right? You have different things that will block your casts or stuff like that, because I'm imagining in a modern RPG, when you fight with somebody else, if there's a big tree in front of you, that thing should block at least some of the damage, right? So you should use the environment. When you use the environment and you can hide, you would need an arena, but that doesn't mean that if you want to fight somebody outside, you should not be able to do it. So it depends on the reward. That's how I see it. So if the stakes are really high for that PvP, you need an arena, you need a set of rules. It will last for this long. You're allowed to do this, and your opponent is like this strong, right? So I know what I'm talking about right now. I've seen it already in Aeon. I hope I'm spelling it correctly. So that was a big MMO, and there was a lot of PvP in it. And as I said, you could fight wherever, but the big stake PvP was done in arenas, and you saw a preview of the arena, and you knew where you're going to fight, and you could already decide on a strategy.
I think, just to bring up Lost Ark again, I do think that is kind of similar to how Lost Ark handles it, at least from what I've seen. I know that there was a beta that came out before. I played a little bit, but not enough to get into PvP or anything like that. But it sounds kind of similar. I'm looking forward to the PvP. I think, is it something that you can imagine there'd be tournaments for, or keeping that for infinite?
It depends where we go with everything, right? So the plan is to have Evolution for mobile and for casual gaming, Infinite for tournaments, and ladder climbing, stuff like that, and Sanctuary for a world where you dive deep into the story and you have a place to hang out. Sanctuary will be eventually be a place where players hang out, and you have the chat. You're gonna have some events and stuff like that. So it will be a more immersive world. From Evo to Sanctuary, the complexity goes up exponentially, and so does the time required to get accustomed to the systems.
Okay, cool. Anybody else? You guys have any questions? I don't want to be the only one that's like, asking and anyone else? Okay. If not, then I'll just keep going. You guys know I have questions. I have so much to talk about.
Go.
So again, I was going to ask about the art style on there. I guess that's quite driven by the lore that Jackson's writing. Do you feel kind of constrained by that at all, or
no?
Do you find it kind of helps with the creative process? Because I know you kind of get involved with it as well still.
So normally I start with artwork. There's some mood boards. There's a lot of graphics that should be provided to a level designer. Hey, this is what we want. Make it happen in Unity. As usual, we're doing things somewhat differently. We talk about what we want to build. We don't have exact references because we want to build something new. I started building it, and it was not quite on par. It was not quite right, and we did not yet know why. And that's when we started discussing the lore. And the more we talked about it, the more I got honed in. I got focused, and the picture got clearer and clearer. After I don't know, like 3 weeks of talking and sending stuff back and forward, I was like, all right, I got it. And then it was only building it from that point on.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
great.
I'm gonna jump back in. Okay, I have some questions about more of the technical aspects. I know that's not necessarily your expertise, but maybe you and Matt can maybe have a little bit of the answers to it. If not, then that's fine. We don't have to talk too much in detail about it. So one of the questions I asked on a stream like a few months ago, one of our first few streams, I was wondering about the implications of having Sanctuary on the blockchain. So are we still planning on having Sanctuary on or off chain? And like, what are the tentative plans for that?
I'll answer. I'll give the higher level answer, and maybe Matt can go into more detail with this one. So, as Disco asked me if I feel limited by it, I know that the blockchain will be a limiting factor into what you can do. So that will be taken into account, and that's where you split things. What happens on our servers and what will eventually land on the blockchain, because you don't have to do everything on the blockchain, right? You can have your own inventory space inside of the game. Not everything needs to go into the wallet, at least if you don't want to. Things like that. So we're gonna need to find the right balance of what is on the blockchain and what is not. Of course, the more important stuff is definitely going to be on the blockchain. I mean, the items, you're gonna have a lot of items when Sanctuary already rolls out. You're gonna join in with your wallet, and your wallet will contain a lot of those items. You will already use them in Evo, in Infinite, in whatever collaborations we're gonna have by that time, or whatever we come up with until up to that point. So you already have a part of blockchain with you in your pockets, and you go into this world and you interact with the world that we're going to build. After that, how it's going to interact from that point on with the blockchain, I know maybe Matt can provide a more technical answer.
I mean, I think you've nailed it. I think you're absolutely right with what you said. It's all about the balance. So, you're not going to want to log every single step that you take in the world onto a chain, and you couldn't. The number of transactions that would need would just be absolutely impractical, and it would cost. And why would you need to do that? But there are some things that you do want to log. You win a battle, or you get past a particular checkpoint, or you get an achievement, or you win an item or win a quest. Those are the kind of things that probably should go on chain. But there's so many sort of solutions now, and there's so much maturity that's sort of coming into the space. We've got things like next layers, layer 2s, maybe even layer 3s will be ready by the time that we're ready to do this integration. And you've also got some really interesting technologies, like you've got zero knowledge proofs, ZK snarks and ZK starks, which allow you to generate the proof that you've done something onto the blockchain without actually having to write a massive transaction onto it. So these are the kind of things that let you mint like a million NFTs, and you spend like 50 gas for a single NFT rather than hundreds of thousands of gas. And then you write them periodically onto the chain. So you can still definitively prove by looking at the chain that you've achieved a quest, that you've won a battle, that you defeated a boss, without having to do that every single step of the way. So we can still get that kind of security and proof that the blockchain offers without having to write every single little thing onto it. And what we're doing so far with Evo, and the kind of steps that we've taken with the sort of integration between the reward system and the chain, and what we're going to be doing with Infinite, and each of those sort of steps let us actually test this kind of concepts and make sure that we've perfected it by the time that we get to Sanctuary. So the answer is we don't know 100% yet, but we're taking steps along the way, and we're monitoring all the new technologies, and it will kind of be that balance that Alex talked about. So yeah, spot on.
As you guys can tell, we're in good hands. Matt's on top of everything. Anything that comes out that could be useful to us, he's on top of it.
I'm currently trying to learn Cairo, so for anyone who's interested in blockchain, that's the kind of programming language of zero knowledge proofs. It's a little bit mind blowing at the moment, but we'll get there. Yeah.
All right. Okay. One last question. Again, another question that I think I mentioned before in a previous stream. So like, do you have any plans for integrating like Evolution or Infinite or any of our other games like within Sanctuary, or is it all going to be completely separate?
We are in the Rune metaverse, right?
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to build. That's the starting point. Everything we're building right now, everything we're doing, developing, and promoting is with the hopes that we're getting enough funds to actually build something for the metaverse, something that will immediately feel like, all right, now I get it, this is the metaverse, or at least a demo for it, or at least a play of it, not something shilled by Facebook, by Zuckerberg. So I work for the metaverse, right? Not right now, but I still did not understand what Zuckerberg wants to do. I don't want us to be in the same position. I want that once you step into the metaverse, you understand it. That means that everything needs to be interconnected in some way, shape, or form. The thing that I'm certain will be interconnected are the NFTs, what we're going to craft. Those will have a lot of faces. Imagine it like a die with a lot of faces, and depending on what game you're rolling, what game you're gonna go into, that NFT will change its shape and its use for what you're gonna use. In terms of level design, of course, we want to implement not a lot of smart Easter eggs from the lore, from the team, from whatever happened in our journey, from the other projects we have. Everything needs to be interconnected, but it will only be spotted by somebody that will be here for a long time with us, like our viewers right now. I know that we have viewers that are loyal. These are the kind of users that would understand the subtle nuances, but for a newcomer in the space, they will have no idea what's going on and how they're interconnected, and that's why I don't think this will be a focus. It will be just something here and there to reward people that actually understand what we're doing and they're involved, either by playing or interacting or investing or whatever. It doesn't matter.
All right, speaking of our loyal viewers, we have 66 people on the stream today. Thank you guys all for being here with us. If you guys are just now joining us, the new reward system, the new reward claim, I guess, is out. It works for most people, not for Panda. But if anybody is having any issues, just sit tight. It'll be fixed within, I believe, a day, right?
I don't want to put any pressure on Binzi. He's fixing it, so I think Binzi deserves some sleep. But yeah, as soon as they caught up, then we'll be straight on it. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, exactly. No worries. Your Zod, your rewards, any runes or anything, it's not gonna be lost. You guys will get it. All right. You guys ready to pick the haiku winners?
Yes,
sure.
I think that's our next topic for today.
Before we go on to the haikus, I wanted to say that our community member New Normal has a contest going on one of his videos. You can win a rune character. So New Normal, if you could post the link to that video in the chat. And then New Normal will be joining us on the stream next week to select the winner while Panda is out hanging out with his girlfriend.
Yeah, so I guess that is the first mention of this, but yeah, so I'm not going to be here the next week. I'm actually going to be in Orlando. I'm going to be in Disney World. If any of you are there and want to like meet up for any reason, I guess just let me know. I'm down. But yeah, I'm not going to be here, so you guys might see your first mythic craft on stream next week.
Yep, and hopefully we don't have too many technical difficulties because I'm going to be the one running it. Panda got it set up for me, but if anything goes wrong, I can't fix it as good as he can.
But if I'm not here, the bad luck's not here, so maybe everything's going to go perfectly smooth.
Yeah.
But it's going to be so boring. We don't have a good narrator. We don't have any
Yeah.
questions at all.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You guys don't ask questions. I feel like I ask like 80-90% of the questions here.
Panda, I think
Well, let's
before
get
you
people
go, you're going to need
prepared.
to put together a massive Google Docs.
Yeah, you need to create another document that Jake would not read.
For all of us not to read.
By the way, we have some questions from the chat.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
let's go ahead with the
Every
questions.
stream, Panda makes a doc for us about what the stream's about, and he's like, "You guys read the doc, right?" And we're all like, "What doc?"
doc?
You know, the same doc every week.
All right.
This time I read the doc and it was really on point.
Let me go ahead and look through some of the questions. Lofarn, I think you asked exactly what I was gonna ask. Like basically, that is exactly what I put in the document. It sounds like there's gonna be some interconnectivity, but not in terms of like seeing Infinite as like the PvP battlegrounds for Sanctuary, right?
Oh, that reminds me. I did not. Yeah, so I can answer about it differently. Evolution has multiplayer developed into it. That multiplayer system will eventually lead into Sanctuary. Infinite will have the first place where you're gonna see skills coming straight from your NFTs, straight from your items, and that will eventually sip into Sanctuary. But why I did not make that point before is nobody will actually feel it. It's just us in the background knowing that everything that would develop right now will eventually be into Sanctuary, but it should be a seamless transition and you should not really notice it, because once we are into Sanctuary, all the graphics and all the UI and everything that the users will see will change, will adapt. So it's just the development work, the foundation that's being built, that will eventually be present into Sanctuary. So nothing that we built, nothing that we're developing is built for the short term. As I said, we're working for the really, really long term, and that's why it's taking longer. So that's why things are taking longer to show up on the client side right now, because everything is being built with scalability in mind. I'm taking a look at what other NFT games are doing. Blackbeard, feel free to pitch in here. I know that you're way better at this than I am, but I'm constantly underwhelmed by the complexity of the games. I've seen games that the team we have here could be built in a week or two, and they're launching in I don't know how many months. And I'm like, that's very, very, very easy. It's really easy. That's not what we want to do. We want to do something that scales well, that will work well, and will be first and foremost interesting, because everybody here is a hardcore gamer, and we cannot play a game that's not good because we played so much. So that's the goal.
Okay. Miss Pacey asked, how about aside from rune words, basically, are we gonna have cosmetics? And
oh my god, I'm proposing cosmetics so often, so I'm a really big fan of cosmetics.
Yeah.
You can expect cosmetics.
yeah, I feel like cosmetics are
Mhm.
really important. Like we need our waifus, right?
They are
Yeah.
very
We're
important,
actually discussing about it.
but the hard part about cosmetics is it's almost all artwork. And as I said, what we're building, what we're developing is built with scalability in mind, but artwork and 3D assets that are art driven, those are very limited, because if you want to change the style of our games, you need to completely redo the artwork. For example, it's not exactly like that. It was just an example to give you some pointers to why that's not a big focus right now. That will be for later. So first of all, you want interoperability. You want items to be relevant in more games or more areas in your rule metaverse. You want them to work nicely. You want the game to be fun. You want to have players in there. And that's the point where you come in with skins and more artwork on top of it.
So
I
basically,
do-
it's not really a focus right now, but it's something that's gonna happen. But definitely, right?
We definitely want everybody from the team wants it.
Yeah,
And
I've been
we're
pushing
gonna-
for skins. I've been pushing.
Yeah.
I think all of us have
love
been pushing for our
customization.
skin ideas.
I mean, not
That-
even
that's
just not even just in-game skins. I want IRL skins. We're gonna get merch, right?
Oh, right. That's something we can work on the sites. That's the issue with coding and development. There's not much to show. It only works, and once it works, everybody's like, "Yeah, it's supposed to work nicely." So, as opposed to when artwork is really well designed, you can immediately show it and you can sell it. But as I said, it does not scale and it does not help that much for the long run.
All right. Maiev, do you have any more questions? Any more questions you see in chat?
I think that was. The last two that I've seen. in
Yeah.
chat.
Alright.
Try to shift through the points and
Should we go
everything.
on to the
Yeah, sure. Let's just go on
Should
to
we
the
move on to
haiku.
the
We are
haiku?
about an hour into the stream already. So, who wants to go first? Each of us picked 3 of our favorite haikus off of all of the haikus that were posted on Twitter, and basically each of us gets 3 votes. Whichever haiku comes out with the most votes at the end is going to be the winner. Who wants to go first?
So I'll go first then. So the 3 that I found, first one was by @Crypto Corrupted, which was first one kill, then 2, the end finally in sight, round winner at last.
Yeah.
Excellent. I dream for that day rather than just dying in the first 30 seconds of the stream. So the next one that I found was from @Gamel5505. Get your bags loaded. Sanctuary is coming. Rune Games is the best. Can't disagree with that.
Aw.
And the final one, my third, was from @WaruIkumu. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it was lured to the left side. Lord Bisky is playful. Oh, the wall of death. How apt.
I'll go
All
ahead
right.
and I'll go
Okay,
ahead and
go
say
next.
my 3 next here. So we also have one from Wari Akumai. Sorry if I didn't say your name right. Living in fake peace, unaware the world crumbles. Fight, oh blessed hero.
That sounds
We
pretty
have-
epic.
That's a really epic one. Brought me into the emotion of the game. We have Kei. He says, "At the end of time, where in the fall of Worldstone, heroes will arise."
Another epic
Ooh,
one. I
nice.
see. What do you like?
Yeah. And then we have Clarko, the last one. Win moon, win airdrop. Look west to the Blake Song shore. Oh, all hail Binzi.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm going to read all 3 of mine all in one go because I kind of like them together. I kind of think they form a little bit of a story. So I'm going to read all 3 and then I'm just going to let you know who wrote them. So we've got Come join the culture, a new world to be nurtured. Rune is the future. Select your hero, set forth to the world of Rune. Adventure awaits. Wherever you go, whatever life throws at you, Rune will be there.
Oh, it really
And-
does flow.
It's nice. It's very nice. I feel like we should use it in some marketing materials somewhere.
Yeah.
But the first 2 are actually by the same person, which is @Chan Pastoral. I guess your poetry spoke to me, so congratulations for being 2 out of my 3 picks. And the last one was from Sandira7. So well done to both of you for those 3 awesome pieces that fit together so nicely. Who's next?
I guess I can go.
No, I'll go first
Okay.
before you.
okay. Go ahead,
I was
Maya.
gonna save him
Whoa.
for the last. Yeah,
Whoa.
save him for the last. He has pretty epic poem reading skills.
I was actually about to say, you're going to find out I can't actually read.
Okay, so I think this is one of my favorites. Select your hero, set forth to the world of Rune, adventure awaits. Then the next one is a mighty arena full of heroes and mana. The wise will triumph. And the next one would be come join the culture, a new world to be nurtured. Rune is the future. Those three.
I love these poems, guys.
Yeah.
This is great, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very
everyone did a
relaxing
great job
for
with
a
this.
Sunday night. Nice bit of
Are-
poetry before bedtime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, thank you to all of our community members that sent in entries. We had a fun time selecting and reading these. We still got Panda and Eki, and Alex also selected some, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Eki.
All right. So my first was from Warui Yume, I believe. Lured to the left side, but Lord Bisky is playful. Oh, the wall of death. This really spoke to me.
Hey, that's not the way you're reading it earlier. We need more.
Yeah,
emotion.
you have to do the voice. Do the
Yeah,
voice.
we need
Do the
emotion.
voice. Do the voice.
Oh no, I'll do the voice for the one that I did the voice for.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second one is from Merca PP.
Wait, what was that?
Merca PP. Not PP. I'm sure I butchered that. War is good for greed. Surrender yourself to hate. Pixelated smile. And this final one that I swear was written just for me by Keltrain. A dusty rune of Zod, long forgotten, now renewed, brings forth disaster. Sounds like it came straight out of Dark Souls, and I love it. I think it should get 3 votes for me.
All right, I think it's my turn. Let's go with in every battle, I fly and eat to survive. Then I dominate by Sane Barista? Baoista? Like
Oh,
a
Panda, you're getting your ASMR on tonight.
Yes.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
really good.
living in fake peace, unaware the world
Alright.
crumbles. Fight, O blessed hero. By Warui Yume? I don't know. And
We've all pronounced it slightly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my absolute favorite one. Let's fly and be friends. Dragons fly into me. Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends, guys?
That one's my favorite. All right, Alex, wrap it up for us.
Matt, do you want me to do the courtesy? Do you want to do me the courtesy of reading mine? You've seen them, right?
You want me to read them?
Yeah, I've talked so much.
Okay.
You do-
Okay.
I suggest eat.
No, I think we should get Panda to read them. Panda's got the voice. Come on.
Yeah, you put that mouth extra close to the mic and let's get that ASMR on.
Yeah, let's get it going.
I don't know if I can get any closer. All right, once again, let's fly and be friends. Dragons fly into me. Why can't we be friends?
I'm really relaxed now, guys.
Lured to the left side, but Lord Bisky is playful. Oh, the wall of death. I think those two are repeats. And
Yep.
which one do you want me to read, Alex? The
next one in line.
okay, I got it. Mighty arena full of heroes and mana. The wise will triumph. And that's by
Nice.
LMS 764. Okay, so that's everyone, right?
Those are the
And
3.
And okay, I'm sorry. Disco is the ones on the Excel sheet. Is that yours?
I don't know. I read mine out.
Did,
I didn't
did,
enter the competition. Is that what you mean?
did you didn't put it on the Excel sheet?
Ah,
No,
this
no, I
way.
didn't.
I put them there. I copied them from the chat, basically.
Okay, so
think-
is it correct? I might have just missed. Missed it when you read it.
He posted it in the team channel, and I took them from there. They're not in the channel where everything else is.
Okay, okay. I mean that's fine if it's the correct one.
Well, look, I
Then,
think did we not? was there not one that got picked out 3 times, or by 3 of us?
Yeah,
There's, it's there. It's in the
About the wall of
sheet.
death.
I think it was the "Why Can't We Be Friends" one. Wasn't that one?
Yeah.
The winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 that hates Let's Be Friends. And then we got a couple of runner-ups. We have I think Wariyumi, one of our runner-ups, and Chan Pastorio, and LMS 764.
Nice.
Is that correct, guys? Am I reading this right?
Let me.
That looks correct by me.
All right, cool. Cool.
If you are one of those people, you can actually, I'm gonna tag everyone on Twitter so we have the actual Twitter winners.
Yeah, I think they could just DM you on Twitter, right? DM you their address on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll make a post about it with the winners that we selected, and then you just DM my personal account, Blackbeard X Rune, and let me know that you won.
All right, cool. Thank you guys for all the haiku suggestions. Do we know what's in store for the next contest?
I believe we're gonna do a meme contest next.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I know Disco's gonna enjoy
You
that
like
one.
me?
I was about to say probably Disco's gonna win that one, or at least a runner-up, without doing any additional work, just using what he already has.
Yeah, I feel like
No, only
Yeah.
original things going to be accepted. So you're
I
going to
like-
put some effort in, Disco.
You're me too now.
And no more putting my face in assassins. I'm not having it.
Coffin is bed. I see you want an art contest. I'm actually planning to have an art contest, but I'm waiting for Rune Nexus to get closer to its release so that people could go into Rune Nexus, read some of the lore, and then make some art based on that.
So is that going to
So-
be our second art contest?
The
we
first
don't know.
big one.
It may be our
Deep
first.
lore, the
It may
first
not.
art
It's
contest.
first.
That'll be one of
No
the
idea.
Easter eggs.
All right. It's time for Evo, and NA2 is up, right? I didn't check. Did you guys check?
NA2 was up last time I checked.
All right, cool.
And
Hopefully,
it looks like it is up now.
Cool. Let's get on NA2. We're gonna do our typical, 4 games of Evo, 4 winners from the Stream Elements bot.
Are we doing Battle Royale right now?
Yeah. You want to take care of that for us, Maiev?
Sure.
And can someone make sure to write the winners into the stream chat so I can tag them on Twitter when we're done here?
NA2 is online.
Yep.
We've got
Everybody.
some evolution
Right.
and then some prizes for some of our lucky viewers.
Yeah, and for this week, we're going to be going back and crafting Blur.
Blur.
Yep, 40 crafts as usual.
All magical.
Oh,
Don't jinx it.
and
Yeah.
if it's Panda crafting them, yes.
Can't wait to snatch up that 60%.
So Alex, are you an Evo player?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I've played a lot when it was launched.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I'm guessing
a
from
lot.
EU.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see how you do on NA. Are you gonna be joining us?
Yes, I'll join.
Okay. Have you
I
played?
don't expect I'll be able to do anything relevant.
Have you played Battle Royale? That's a question.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Cool. So you have some experience. Let's see what happens. And as always, the wall. If you guys play on the left, you guys are gonna be living dangerously. The wall might come up. You guys might, get walled. So
I'm
keep that in
trying to
mind.
push. I'm trying to push for a 10-second warning on the wall, guys. So
It'll happen, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
we're
be
gonna-
implemented eventually.
Soon, TM.
Yeah, as well as different changes to the tournament formats for our monthly tournament.
All right. So I guess we have plenty enough players. Probably we could start in the next 20
Yeah.
seconds or 10 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, just go ahead and start whenever you're ready. It seems like most people are in here. We got a lot of people in today.
Yeah.
All right.
And we
Okay,
thank
so-
you guys for sticking with us all through the stream. We had an all-time high of 69 viewers today, and we've been hovering
yeah.
around 60
Nice.
viewers the entire time.
Nice.
All right, so I have
Great.
started Battle Royale.
Oh, I died right away. Awesome.
Nice.
The round started.
Is Disco still alive? That's a real
Yeah.
question.
I didn't make it in time.
Okay, he didn't do it.
Uh,
So I was
Oh,
dead before the timer even started.
I'm trying to
well,
look for Alex.
I'm
Where are
going
you,
to
Alex?
increase.
I'm under a different pseudonym.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Duffles
don't wanna-
gets taken out.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see.
Matt down.
Which one?
And
Which one
down,
is
Matt's
you?
down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Oh, okay.
Am I the only
So
one who
he's got
still
a
has
double
Christmas
pin
hats?
on there, Mrs. Pasty
Oh no,
down
there's
too.
Christmas hats. I see Christmas hats.
Okay,
Zoe's
sweet.
looking like she is dominating here. And actually, Zoe won an epic rune word on the Game Hunters stream that me and Maiev were on last week.
Nice. What did you guys
Oh,
craft?
wow.
We crafted
He won the
80.
95%.
Yeah, we crafted
95%
80 total.
Hellfire.
Good one.
Yeah. What rune word did you guys craft?
It's Hellfire.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's getting these epic hellfires, and I just cannot get my hands on one at the moment.
I see.
Yeah,
But during that time, Zoe took out the new normal too. So yeah, it really is dominating, not really being challenged at all at the moment.
I see. I see Roger, Poggy's brother, Jared Poggy here. They're living dangerously on the left side.
Oh, Zoe takes out Lofarn.
I'm surprised that the wall hasn't come up yet.
And Eki
Oh.
was out in that process too.
I've actually enabled the wall, so I'll just increase the difficulty again.
The portal to hell looks amazing in this view. I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Hey.
a redesign by our 2D designer. It's actually sprite artwork. I mean, it's I'm lacking the term for it.
We're down to No Scared,
Pixel art.
Jared Poggy, and Zoe. Top three.
Is that Advarsky that did that?
Yeah, Advarsky, our
And
pixel art artist.
Yeah,
that
he's
dude
great.
is
is
amazing.
he's really talented, man.
Yes,
Everything he comes up with, I'm like, that is amazing. That the animations, the skill animations, the druid, love.
Mhm.
that's so hard to do. That's way harder than people think.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex. While we still have you here, you want to give us some information about Hell Mode Evo and things like that?
So the idea with expanding the zones is to have different playstyles and eventually skills in there. So your items will give you skills. Your dragons will breathe fire or cold, freeze time in some areas.
Freeze
or-
time.
There's a lot of options. There's a lot of things we can do. We have already the NFTs, or we have the space to do it. We just need the time to actually develop that and allocate the
So-
people on the project.
So Hell Mode will have skills not available in the normal map. You'll be able to like breathe fire
Zoe
and
starved.
stuff.
It's just Jared Poggy
Wow.
and No Scared. Sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
There's only 2 people here from what I can see. Yeah. The idea is to have different difficulty areas. When you join, you're gonna be in the same area we're playing right now with no skills, no nothing. You get accommodated, sort of like a tutorial area where you do some quests or you do something to graduate to the harder area. It's probably going to be an area where you have land creatures. So from a dragon, you'll be turned into a land creature, and the playstyle will differ a little bit. It's still going to be a PvP, but the dynamics of it will change. And then ultimately, the hardest playground, the hardest place to reach will be hell, and that's where the
Wait.
action will be.
Wait, I saw them. It said the wall closes in 10 seconds.
Maiev typed it.
Oh, oh my god.
Hey, it works.
You got me. Oh, and Jared Poggy, I think, got stuck on the wall. No Scared is our first winner.
Yeah.
That's number one.
No Scared.
Yeah,
Name
I have
here.
I have to close the wall. It's taking too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say just let the wall do its natural thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that for
If
the
Eki
next
gets
rounds.
caught, then Eki gets caught.
Yeah. I wish I would have known it wasn't going down. I could
Stayed
camp
there all
the
game.
entire time.
Yeah.
Made things way
Alright,
too dangerous for myself.
Our first winner was No Scared, right?
Yep.
No Scared. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Just putting here.
Having an announcement is better. That's what we're planning on doing. Is that whenever before the wall goes up, we're planning on having like a notification or like a message that pops up that it's gonna say that the wall's coming up soon.
Yep. And also, as Andre works on it, it's not going to have that hitbox anymore. The hitbox is actually going to be on the wall itself. So even if it does start coming up, you should have enough time to get back over.
Nice.
Yeah.
While we're on Evo, oh yeah, go ahead and start the round.
I'd be starting the round.
Wait,
next
don't
round,
start yet.
Evolution.
Thanks for the warning.
I missed it again.
Okay, so while we're on the topic, well, I guess while we are playing Evolution, the poll that I posted in the announcements, it seems like most people are in favor of having tournament entry tickets be crafted with Zod. So I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. At least from what I've heard, it's not going to be too difficult to implement. It's not going to be too difficult to implement. So I think that's probably what we're going to be going with. Before I go for my little vacation, I'll try to see if I can get in contact with Sil or Andre and see if we can get that like working this month. If not, probably next month.
Master Konami, I'm coming for you next game.
That's a new name. I don't think I've seen Master
Damn
Konami
you.
here before.
Look at Kramer as well.
Unless it's
Just
Alex.
got taken out by LL No Scared.
Alex,
Thank you,
are you
LL
Master
No Scared,
Konami?
for avenging me. Oh,
Alright.
Zoe taken out by Poseidon, the god of the sea.
I don't know why, but that just seems.
I think we
Eventually-
did see them get
Loved
some
you in
early
Hercules
kills.
and Xena, by the way. Big fan.
The hope for Evolution is that
Oh,
this
Matt's
game
still
will bring
alive.
me-
Somehow,
turn-
don't interrupt me.
Oh.
I can't talk and think at the same time.
Oh,
Oh
Eki got
my
stuck on the
God.
wall.
Alright, so
Something's
I
gonna
didn't
change.
do anything, okay? I didn't or anything.
So it was
No,
like
Matt,
chaos.
what
We lost
happened?
the new normal
Poseidon
Eki.
wins.
Oh,
Oh wait, it said
Literally,
Poseidon
as I
No,
was
it's Poseidon and Black
going
Reaper.
down the right side, I got caught in the wall.
What chaos.
caught in the
that's
wall,
the
just like the
furthest I've
poem
ever
said.
made it.
Yeah,
That's
you-
the furthest I've made it.
Don't want to
Poseidon
get blamed,
wins,
but
the
I
god
didn't
of the
do
sea.
anything.
Poseidon
fine.
wins.
All right, well,
Congratulations.
we got No Scared and Poseidon as our two winners so far. We got 2 more games of Evolution, and then we'll go into the stream element spot. We're running at about 1 hour and 30 minutes, so we're not running too late considering, today was a big stream.
I think we had a great stream today. Good job, guys.
Alright, so
Disco, you gonna make it this
turning
time?
again.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
you're gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm letting go of the mouse and I'm using WASD this time. Let's see if it helps.
It's not gonna help.
Actually, the controller that Panda was using, I tried using a DS4 in Evo, and it was really comfortable.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, that's what I'm
controller's
doing
the
right
way
now.
to go.
I just started trying that.
I'm converting everybody to controller players.
I
That's
mean,
the
with the
meta.
mouse, it's much harder, like, stop on a dime or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot harder to stop.
I'm using
but
controller,
it's
mouse
a little bit more
today.
precise. So it's kind of a trade-off.
All right, so I'd be starting the round. I'd be using Marco Polo.
Oh, my least favorite mode.
Okay, honestly though, like, can I just play in these games? Do I really need to be spectating it? Like, I think I'm gonna join next round and see how it goes. I can spectate after I die. Right?
Zoe, you're in big trouble, miss. Or sir.
And Mitfleas takes me out.
What?
Can't believe all of us team members just straight suck besides Eki.
It's
And
Ping. I'm gonna blame Ping.
It's the ping.
That's the thing.
Yeah, full on thing. I live next to the server. I moved here like recently. It's pretty great.
Oh, really? You just moved?
No, I'm just
Oh.
about
Yeah,
95% of the
very-
things that come out of my mouth are either going to be self-deprecating, sarcastic, or both of those things.
That's, yeah.
Half the lies he tells are not true.
But the Ping says otherwise. You have the best Ping, Eki.
Best ping of the people left. Maybe not at the start. I somehow killed someone when I was at. Oh,
Oh,
no.
the wall. That's gonna
the
kill
wall.
like 3 people.
I miss the server
Goodbye,
being
coffin.
in California with my 20 ping.
Oh, what?
Sassy boy took you out.
Sassy boy, low farn, and no scared.
Sassy boy.
So Mitfleas
got it
and
out for
Coffin
me, I
database
swear.
now.
I think I should just manually control the wall next round, and just do some announcements. A lot of people get stuck, but yeah, it's part of the game.
I thought you want to hunt somebody.
Part of the game.
Like, you want to catch somebody with the wall.
So what it is? No, I wasn't controlling the wall. Only on the first round.
No scared takes out low farn. Got sassy boy and no scared.
That's what the poem should have been. Oh, playful Bisky. Oh, merciless Maiev.
I like how sassy boy messaged me on Telegram, asking me what the song was for like what the starting soon screen, and I thought he wanted to know because he liked the song, but I think he just asked me because there was like a contest or something.
This is what happens when you don't hang with us in Telegram.
Okay, I can never tell how far behind I am in Telegram because
There's a little. You get a bar that says new messages, right? And it's anything underneath that. Unless you haven't been on for so long that you have to scroll up for days to get to the bar that says new messages.
No, there's a thing that says new messages, but it's like I almost feel like it's not accurate, or like I feel like I click on it, but then it doesn't move me to the bottom. So I don't know.
To the bottom or to the top?
To the bottom. Wait, what? To the bottom, right? Or
Well,
is
you
it supposed to
can't
move me to
scroll.
the top? Wait, what?
Well, if you want to go to the bottom, you know that you're at the bottom when you can't scroll anymore, right? But
Yeah.
when you want to go where you left off, that's the tricky part. At least that's what I think. Sassy boy won.
Oh,
I
no
guess.
scared. Has
Sassy
died.
boy wins.
Sassy boy wins.
Well done.
Yep. All right.
Last
What is
round coming up?
what is the process again to a game? Can I get in?
So I'll reset it. Disable get party. All right, you guys can join in again. I'd be controlling the wall. And this
Power,
round.
the power.
Oh my
I'll
god.
stay on the right
It's
side then.
so unzoomed. Oh my god. I didn't realize it was this zoomed in. Is this what it's like
we're in
playing
Duffles.
Marco
I'll
Polo?
be I'll be changing the round.
Marco
I'll be changing the
Polo.
round.
Yeah.
It's
You're
been so
Marco.
long since I've been
Can we have,
I've been so used to the zoomed out camera.
Can we have
Wait,
birds?
I'm actually watching Panda stream, so I cannot see if there are enough players to join in.
Too late. I want to play this game. I want to see how I do. I never played a battle royale yet.
Time to stream snipe Panda.
Yeah.
Everybody follow the panda.
All right, so be starting again.
Give us a 3, 2,
Normally
1,
you count down
5.
when you do
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I'll send a message.
You're loving the messages today.
In 10 seconds. Alright, I'll broadcast a
5.
message.
You can't count to 10.
10, 9, 8,
8, 7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2,
2.
1.
Oh.
There
Here
you
we
go.
are.
4th round of Evo.
Oh,
Watching
and that
Panda
sassy boy
plays.
taking me out, Master Konami, took out somebody else as well. Sassy boy taking out, aka Black Reaper, and Matt taking out Gamel.
Why does Panda's dragon has a Santa hat?
Panda,
I got you.
what the hell?
Panda just killed
Backstabbing.
Blackbeard.
Yeah, I can't see how many players there are, so I don't know if I should go to the right or not.
This is what happens when you don't spectate.
You're right.
Yeah,
It's
I can
more
see
dangerous.
if there are enough players.
Oh, but oh yeah. How are you gonna control the wall?
Yeah, I don't know how or when I should bring
You
the
hadn't
ball
thought this through, Maiev.
up. I'll just look at it.
Just close the wall when I'm on the right side. Don't close it when I'm on the left.
No.
Yeah.
When Panda is on the left side, I'll just go for that.
Thank you. Get him back for that.
I'll just increase the
Oh my god.
difficulty
I
once.
fucked up.
No.
And,
Oh, thank you,
Ah.
sassy boy. Thank you.
God damn it.
nice.
Well, I got
Sassy
fucked by
boy.
sassy boy.
It's like all of us are praying so the Panda will get killed.
Yeah.
All right, let me zoom out.
Ah,
So
Wait.
Master Konami double kill on Omadian and Matt. Sassy boy takes out
Nice
Zoe,
kill,
and Chroma
nice
takes
kill.
out Plex Brachial.
Wait, I can't spectate.
And Low
Help.
Tom.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah, I can't go and spectate, unfortunately.
Oh,
how many
Ekky
dragons are
takes
left?
out
Ekky
Chroma.
takes out Chroma.
There's enough to put up the wall. Give him that 5-second warning, 10-second warning.
It's harder
Wall
to
it-
play this on stream than it is when you're cozy
Wall
and
will
you're
close.
It really is.
alone. Nobody's
Can
looking
you guys
at
count?
Oh.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
Oh,
0.
I'm over there, maybe.
Wait, is anyone still alive?
Oh, well, no.
Fortress is still alive and Inosuke is still
Okay,
alive.
okay. yeah.
Okay.
Wall's still down.
What happened? Where the wall is still.
No,
It's not
just
going up.
run.
Oh, there we go.
Now it's going up.
This is so zoomed in. It's crazy.
Alright.
Okay, guys, who's gonna win? Fortress or Inosuke? I got Fortress.
It's a good
Fortress.
matchup. Fortress just hit the wall, but
I'll give
seems
it.
to have recovered.
I would say Fortress.
Inosuke's gonna
I'm
win
just
and
gonna
upset all
be a
of us.
contrarian and say Inosuke. This
Yeah,
Demon Slayer is
I'll
hot
go for
shit
my
right
boy
now.
Inosuke. EH boys for the win.
They're moving
But he
so
plays on
fast right
NA.
now.
But he's from the PH.
Why does he play on NA? Why?
Oh my god, my headset's batteries is low.
That's your headset? I thought you had a phone call.
Yeah, that's like the default ringtone from
No, that's
That's
Microsoft.
95.
That's Facebook Messenger ringtone, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
How do you know
Just
that?
ignore
You,
them.
you use
Just
Facebook
ignore the
Messenger?
noises.
Messenger?
It's 8 a.m. morning, so and it's Monday. Getting a lot of calls.
Ooh, Inosuke
was
almost
a
got
close one.
Fortress. Yeah, that was so close.
Alright, I'll just increase the difficulty once I fix this headset.
That's a nice maneuver going through the island like that. Gotta say, I respect it.
That's a dangerous move there.
Alright, this game's never gonna end until Maio's headset is
Ah.
fixed.
Alright, so it's fixed. I'll just increase the difficulty.
Oh my god, they're so fast. How do you play like this? That's crazy. Wow, this is
Yes.
what it's like.
I think this is fast Drake speed, right?
This is faster than Fast Drake.
Fast
Fast Drake's
Drake,
not
yeah.
this fast.
Oh my god,
Fast-
I want to play that.
They're still not dying. They're spending
See, when
sprites.
people say they'll build for movement speed, like when we have items, I'm like, there's a certain level that I'd go for, and this is well beyond it.
Oh,
There we go.
Inosuke wins. Okay, so
Told
I
you.
guess
Wins.
Called it.
Panda's never
Against all
lucky.
odds.
Never lucky.
All right.
All right. That's pretty fun. I should join in these games more often. But now it's time for the Stream Moments giveaway. It's
Oh, is it just 4 rounds?
yeah, just 4 rounds. We're running a little bit late, so
Oh, all right.
I know Matt's probably, pretty sleep deprived past few days. Working on getting everybody the rewards.
Not getting rewards.
All right, we're doing Blur this time. You guys can buy up to 100 tickets.
Sorry,
Oh,
Panda, but I will have to sneak into
No.
the words that you're crafting
No.
today. I'm going to
Maiev.
have Matt's contracts.
Everyone
Which allows
watch
you to
Maev's
send-
face to see what the rune words are. You can tell from his
I
reaction.
have to. I would be out of home for a week, and I need to send the rewards today.
Good excuse.
You can do that after we've revealed them on stream, Maiev.
What if Panda's not actually unlucky? What if Maiev just takes all the mythics before we before we
Come
see
on.
it?
Yeah, Panda's probably crafted like 5 mythics already, and they're all in Maeve's wallet.
It
The
works.
long con.
How many mythics have I crafted? I think I've crafted like 4 mythics.
Oh, it's not.
That's 3 lore keepers, and the chances to get the lore keeper was like
1 in 9.
1 in 9.
1 in 9.
Yeah.
I was pretty lucky back then. And it's pretty
Yeah, we
cheap to
got
craft
one.
lore keepers way back, so. And then next one was mythic flash. I think I crafted like 80 or 100 flashes, and I already got a mythic. But after
remember-
that,
I crafted hundreds and hundreds of those
Speaking of
Yeah.
Flash,
until I finally got an epic.
is Flash
Flash was painful.
is Flash the only shoes that we have?
at the
moment.
moment,
Yeah.
So far. Yeah.
And it's
And a great item.
it's not
as well.
craftable anymore, right?
No.
Nope.
yeah.
Nope.
So everyone has to be bare feet.
I still remember when I got an epic or, of course, a mythic. I was really happy because that was the end. That was the highest level I want to go. And I was like worried for, I don't know, 30, 50, 100 bucks. I should not put so much into NFTs and stuff like that. And then fast forward a few months, Guiding Light comes in. Fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
What's the best one that you have?
Yeah.
I need to blame E for creating Guiding Light.
That was such a shift in mentality with Guiding Light. That was
It
so much.
changed everything, I think, didn't it?
Did you get any good ones, Alex?
But my best one I bought, but it was purchased from a sale of a mythic. So I had 2 mythic balances crafted. So I sold those and put all the money back into Rune, so to promote the economy.
It's so
Thank you for
easily
your
done, isn't it?
services.
You know, I always, if I do sell items on the marketplace, I think to myself, I should really be, cashing out. That there's probably some things that,
Never.
it would like a nice day out. But then I also see the rune words, and I know I haven't got that epic hellfire yet, and I know there's going to be some more rune words round the corner. There always is. So yeah, it's just difficult, isn't it?
Only 5 tickets, Eki?
Oh, can I join?
I don't necessarily want
I
to win.
enjoy.
If that makes sense.
I need to join. I want to win. I want to win Blur.
You entered 1.
I'm not logged in. That's why I can't see the tickets.
I mean, you pressed exclamation mark enter. You have to type in a number after that.
Try. How many tickets do I have? 20?
Okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna close it at 4 minutes. We got 339 tickets so far.
Do I have an entry?
Yeah, you have 21 tickets.
No.
So our winners was No Scared, Inosuke, Poseidon, the God of the Sea, and who was the other one?
Sassy boy, right?
Sassy boy.
Okay. Alright, I'm closing it.
All right.
Roger
So I have
Poggy.
21 tickets.
Aspen EU? Or Apen. It's not Aspen. Apen. Or 4 Epen? I don't know.
Yeah, my headset
Wow,
just
how many
ran out of battery.
how many tickets did he have? 2.69%. Okay. Maiev wins with 21 tickets.
Oh ho ho!
Yes, I'm gonna get this epic. This round.
And Miss Pasty 07. Alright.
I think
Sorry,
Maiev, the
guys.
fact that you've won means you definitely cannot start taking a sneak peek.
Yeah, come on, Maiev.
Yeah, no peaks.
Come on, Maiev.
He did not hear that. His headphones.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
any
Oh, of
excuse.
course, yeah.
Blame the headphones.
My headset is running out of battery. I'm losing you guys.
Poseidon, the god of the skies. More like it.
Who else was it? No Scared and
Inosuke.
thank you. Alright, here we go.
Are you ready for the wheel of fun?
No, Lovarn, trust me, there's gonna be a mythic next week. Like, I'm. Can you imagine there's not a mythic next week? Like, come on.
Inosuke gets number 8.
Oh,
Nope, Maiev doesn't
Maiev.
get the mythic. No mythic for Maiev.
Good.
Okay.
Badge.
Unless he goes and just takes it. Oh, I'll just craft. I'll just reveal it immediately after I craft, so Maiev doesn't have a chance to sneak a peek. You know.
Craft one at a time, then we'll see all 4.
have the inventory page open next to it. Refresh it really quick.
EpiPen. 4 Epen.
4 Epen or
Apen.
Apen? I don't know.
Ape in. Sassy boy is our next winner.
Yeah, what is the stream without the panda crafts? Come on. Oh, this is so
Roger
close.
Kogi.
That was so close.
And that's
Maiev
not bad.
can't
I
hear
think I
us.
saw him say in the chat that he only entered a single ticket.
Wow.
Wow.
Not a bad result at all.
I mean, my luck has to go somewhere, right? Somebody has to be taking it.
Looks like No Scared is next.
Alright, Poseidon, the god of the sea, versus this pasty 07. That's gonna be close. Okay, not that close.
Miss Pasty's taking the mythic. Or the magical.
I wonder who it's going to be. Could it be?
The suspense.
Wow, can't believe Miss Pasty won that last spin there.
Unbelievable. The chance of that, it was 50-50 at least. At least that's what I would say.
Yeah. All right, crafting time.
Okay, Super Luck Panda. Miss Pasty's betting on you here.
Here we go. Buy runes. There's a buy runes.
Are you on the,
There's
are
a
you
buy
on the right
runes
account?
button.
You switched accounts
Yeah,
earlier.
let me see.
when you-
Oh yeah. I'm on the wrong account.
Who was that sexy pirate there on that main screen?
It'll forever be a mystery.
So we don't have enough runes.
No, we're good. Wow, we have so much. What the? You put like a billion runes on here.
I think that's us
Just
covered
get your
for the rest
field.
of the year.
Yeah, we just get a bunch of runes for today.
All right, here we go. 40 blurs.
40 blurs.
We can go to the
Or
inventory.
80
real quick.
blurs.
Maiev, no peeking.
Or-
You want to do 80 or 40? Should I do another 40?
Well, if it's really bad, if we get full magicals, then we'll have another.
Maiev, you're getting greedy just because you're in the list.
Oh, right, he's in the
Oh,
list.
right, okay.
That's
You're
why.
excluded from this.
It is an expensive
That's why.
rule word. I just want to
it's
point
rare.
that out.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay, not bad, right?
not
85?
bad.
That's not bad.
not bad. Yeah,
Look at
well,
that.
we could definitely
Yeah, not bad at all.
go with that.
Damn, I got so many 80%. It's kind of crazy.
Nice. Oh, look at that. 2 of that 80
Nice.
stack
Ooh,
right
that's
there.
actually not bad.
Yeah.
All right,
All
for
right.
those of you that
Thank
didn't
you,
believe in
Panda.
my crafts.
Not
Does
bad at
that
all.
mean that we can give all of our winners tonight a rare?
I guess, yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Looks like
4,
it.
5, 6, 7.
Seven?
No, we're missing 1.
Unless we give them a
I'll give
Hellfire
out-
instead.
Yeah.
I'll give out the rares. The rare if I'm one of the winners of the rare.
Yeah, you got the last rare one. You got the 70%. And I think Inosuke got the one that wasn't. I guess you could trade it if you would like.
Oh, well, hang on. We can't give that to Maiev and leave the last few without one.
Yeah, I'd be crafting blurs, so I'll donate it. I'll take the lowest one, or
Okay,
I
cool.
can give it to my girlfriend's account.
Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day, babe.
Here's your
Got you and that Haroon word NFT.
Absolutely. What more could you want?
Hey, we should have like a little. We should have like a little Valentine's trinket, you know? What do you say, Matt? And Eki?
I mean, okay, can you pull one together? How quickly can you design one?
7 days. We'll see if Benzi's up for it.
Well, how about an event? Let's pick Mr. Valentine's. then people in the community gets to vote.
Hey, Panda, before we exit, would you be able to do another reward claim
Yeah,
attempt?
we're gonna give it another go.
Oh, you want me to do it again?
Fingers-
Yeah,
fingers
and
crossed this time.
Control Shift R when you
Yeah,
get to
it's
the
been
page.
more than an hour, probably.
Yeah,
It's been more than an hour, yeah.
give it a hard refresh and then try it again.
Okay, sure. Let's try again. I gotta set up my monitor capture again so I don't leak anything.
I don't know. There were a lot of rares over there. Luck's running thin.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to all our winners. I think that's the first time we've given a rare to every single one of our winners this week, which is nice.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario, right? Either
Yeah.
Yeah.
as opposed to having one mythic and everything else magic, right? Everybody gets
Yeah,
more or less the
exactly.
same item.
Unless
like it.
you're the mythic winner, you know.
And I'm sure I haven't seen all of those names before, which is always great as well. It's nice to see some new winners.
Yep.
Congrats to all the winners. Before we get going, we're going to attempt one more reward claim for Evo once Panda gets that up and ready.
Okay.
Are you doing this on purpose, Panda, to keep us in suspense?
No. I sometimes OBS you have to fight with it. Like, it's not the most cooperative software. All right, here we go. I hope everything is showing. If it is, I should be on the right account. I'll hard refresh again just to make sure. And yeah, I think so. Let me go ahead and press claim. It's gonna ask me to sign.
Everybody, anybody wants some sausage?
Finalized claim.
Finalized claim. There it is. Hey, puppers. What's your dog's name?
Piper.
Piper.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh,
Nice.
He's not really liking the stream and all the noise and everything. He's like, let's go to bed, please.
Okay, so you just have to sign in again, right? And that's all?
yeah, the sign to
That's right,
finalize.
sign.
That's why we wanted to show it, because you have to sign twice.
So
once,
that's where it asks you for
once
the
to start
BNB.
the claim, and there's your transaction. So that's the one
Boom,
that then
there's your
posts
claim.
it onto the chain.
Gotcha. And it's just a little bit of BNB, 0.0013. So
Yeah, it's probably only about like 50 cents, something like that.
Miss Pasty, those aren't the runes on the test realm. Those are actually the runes combined from all the rest of the servers.
how the hell do I have 5 of these runes on here? Have you been playing on this account, Maiev?
No. I think Bincy has sent you some rewards.
On the rewards?
Yeah, so just click on that notification, and then hopefully it will bring up BSC scan.
Cool.
Yeah, so
And there you
it's
go.
also
There's your runes.
It's also one feature that we have implemented for those who are worried that their rewards are lost. We could basically give it back to you guys, so none is lost. We can send you the rewards if it's not showing in the UI. Everything is within our data.
Yeah,
So,
don't worry, guys. Nothing is going to be lost. And even if something was lost, I'm sure that
We
we'll
can bring
take
it
care of
back.
that for you guys.
Your luck
Unless
your
you
luck was
just
in
in with
your luck
Panda
was
as
in
well.
tonight. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Decent crafts and a claim. What's going on? It's because you're
Great
leaving. That's
job.
what it is.
Yep.
It's kind of sad when hitting a 95% is considered lucky now. After missing it twice.
I think we should craft 160 next stream so we can get the mythic.
Yeah.
Because it's
just-
Valentine's. So
we should do
some
it.
reds.
We should do a test. How many crafts will it take to get a mythic?
When Panda's not there.
Let's just keep crafting and crafting until we get one.
When Panda's not there. Watch it be in the
Yeah.
first, 3 crafts.
First batch, yeah.
Who's putting in the credit card?
Well,
Well, Maiev, of course.
Maiev is Mr. Valentine.
I'll take care of the BNBs. How much is going to be?
All right, guys. Yeah, that's
Yep,
what.
I think we're all done with this stream here. Thank you for coming out, Alex. We had a great stream. You
Thank you so
absolutely
much for
killed
having
it
me.
here.
Yep,
Yeah,
hope
great one,
hope
Alex.
everybody had a good time. Next week, again, I'll be gone. Blackbeard will be hosting the stream. Pray that nothing breaks. Pray that you guys get a mythic. And if any of you are in Orlando, hit me up. And yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. See you guys all later.
That's
Later,
what
guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
See you next
Bye-bye.
week.
Until the next
Thank you,
time.
everyone. Yeah, sorry. Please
Thanks,
DM me here in Twitch, not on Telegram. Okay. For those who won the giveaway on the stream elements. For the evolution winners, you don't actually have to send your wallet address because I have your names here.
You're kind of
For the
And for haiku winners, DM Blackbeard on Twitter.
I'm going to post on Twitter. So yeah, once I get that post up, you'll be tagged in it, and then just DM my main account.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Congratulations.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.